Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the 21st episode of Futari wa Precure. And last episode, Poisony kind of made her last move. She decided to pretend to be Honoka, and it didn't quite work out. She did her best, but you know, there's that bond, that connection between those two, the Futari wa Precure, and she was never gonna successfully get in the way of that. Now, Poisony also just lost the fight in general, you know. She's become a little stone, and she's done, right? So that's one more of the Evil 5 down. So not much left, really, especially since Kyuu is kind of like half on our side, you know? So yeah, we'll see. We'll see where things go from here. So jump on in. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh yeah, you exist, don't you? If you say so. Praise me more. That makes 3. Well, 3 of the enemy ones. 5 total. Yeah, we just kind of sit around and wait for them to do all the hard work, save us. You get a wish from the eternal dragon. It's a lot like a video game plotline now that I think about it. You know, you collected all the individual stones and they all come together. You do your final battle and win the game. Like Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you know? Booty 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 de futari wa. But yeah, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, you collected the 3 stones, and then you open the Temple of Time, and then something happens that would be a spoiler to mention, and then you get to go to a bunch of temples and collect medallions, I think it was. 7 medallions, and then you battle the final boss. So it's a lot like that. It's very video game-ish. Your best, my best. Zelda Ocarina of Time is still like my favorite video game ever. It's really hard to compare things to it. Booty booty de futari wa Precure. Booty As always, he has so much insightful stuff to say. There are stones, we're not giving them to you. No, you're supposed to be with us. Come to the good side. Should have quit while you were ahead. Oh? That growth. At least he knows that much. Shocking dates. This is not going to be Honoka going on a date with Kyuu, is it? Because I feel like that's what it meant. And that wouldn't be a good thing. It's alright. 7.5 out of 10. A little bit, not too much, just a bit. Yeah, I remember the farm. Good times. Remember the Band-Aid. You can't forget the Band-Aid, right? Yeah. I see dark clouds approaching. That's not good. Yeah, because he's ready to make a move today. Sun and rain is never a good sign in anime. Guess the school will be destroyed by the darkness anyway, eventually. That's what he's thinking, probably. I have green hair. I really? I'm feeling really tense right now. Not quite sure where this is gonna go. Because he's really just throwing all the cards on the table right now. Misumi senpai. Yeah, it is clear that he's definitely conflicted. You know, it might not be too late. Yeah, something definitely happened today. Classmate turned out to be a bad guy. Shush, nipple. Someone's coming. I wasn't doing anything, Grandma. When you're sad, you sit in a dark room. That's just how it works. That is a pretty big question all of a sudden. Yeah, I was about to say it depends on a lot of things. Perseverance is required for actually a lot of things. This is certainly one of them. That is certainly true. If your feelings are weak, you're not going to be able to change much. And now the rain's cleared up and it's a nice, shiny, bright day, so does that mean things are going to work out? I guess he's missed Honoka. Leave my friend alone. Ow. Go away, Ryota. So now we're here. Yeah, definitely a different kind of room than hers. Now we look for the Pansujor. Those two. Get a room, you two. Get something in her mouth? Potato chips. Or Uma chips, whatever they are. Thank you for those very useful subtitles. Now I understood what she meant entirely. So, we're just hanging out in her room today. Is Uma like short for Umai? I would assume. Now we're gonna convey to her everything we learned yesterday. Well, don't phrase it like that. Don't phrase it like that. Don't phrase it like that. You just splatter all over her face. Yeah, don't. Oh god. She quite clearly took that the wrong way. Yeah, let's please clarify here. Is there an echo in here? There we go. Didn't see that coming, did you? Did you, Nagisa? There we go. Yeah. He's actually helped you a couple times too. He was trying to enjoy his school life. Yeah, he said he wasn't coming to school anymore, didn't he? So, will we be able to change his fate or not? That's kind of the big question now. Will he be able to join us, or just become another stone for us? But he has a stone, like, around his neck, right? So... is there anything we could do to, like, you know, get the stone, but not return him to the darkness or whatever? Is there any way to get that to work? We're not gonna do that. But it can be helped, though. Oh. Well, we actually get to see him fight. That's interesting. We should at least transform. We already got smacked around pretty badly in the poisoning fight. And we were at least transformed for that one. Yeah. And here we go. This big old ball of rainbows. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum. You can at least give it a try. A lot of dodging attacks on both sides. Oh, well, until then. Oh wow, he's fast. Ooh. How could you just hit Honoka like that? I just should give you a band-aid. Hurry and screw him. But we don't want to go down that path if we don't have to. Yeah, where we can't screw a friend like that. It's okay to be our friend. You can stop hitting us. Oh. Oh, we have a song. Okay. I'm just gonna turn the volume real quick. I was not expecting the sudden insert song. We'll punch you until you understand. Yeah, you were making friends, comrades, Nakama. I love this sort of hand-to-hand combat style fight. Ooh. We're side to side. Oof. Stop hitting Honoka, please. You know you don't want to. Go for the tackle. Yes, yes. Yes. I mean, didn't we establish that our world was next after the Garden of Light falls? So I love the insert song. Like, I can only pay so much attention to it, but yeah, this is not what you want. You know that. The shadow was supporting the light. Wow. Heart. I want this insert song by itself somewhere, like as an audio file. Is he gonna give it up? That is true. Man, 2 stones in 2 episodes. Oh, okay. Well... yeah, there's no way they're just gonna accept that. Well... that was definitely something. That's the episode. Well, that was the 21st episode of Futari wa Precure. And this episode, it was mostly focused on Kyria, which I kind of figured. You know, Poisony's gone, so that was his sister. It was just a matter of what he would do. And we've obviously been building up to some potential stuff with Kyria for a while. you know, because unlike all the other ones, he seemed to be the most not on board with all that dark stuff, you know, and he got to actually go to our school, and it seemed like we were making some real progress on him fitting in, you know, making friends, having a little bit of fun, enjoying himself, you know, and obviously all that's in kind of direct competition, contradiction, opposition, one of those words, to his calling, you know, his destiny, his fate, whatever you want to call it, right? So he's been conflicted for a while, even helping us here and there when their backs are up against the wall, right? So it's been kind of a question of, will he go all the way and join us, you know, betray them? Will he not? Like, that's been kind of a thing on the back of my mind for a while. That sort of plot line's been brewing for a good amount of time. And we had the scene with him and Honoka, you know, when it started raining. And in anime, generally when it rains, that means something sad or sad adjacent is going to happen soon. So I thought he was going to make some kind of move there, you know, maybe attack Honoka, but it wasn't quite like that. He just laid all his cards on the table, you know, told her how it was, who he was, and making everything clear. And now Honoka, after that, Honoka knows everything, right? After that, it was just a matter of conveying it to Nagisa. And that was a pretty funny scene. Mostly because of how she brought it up. You know, she just says that he confessed to her, but because that usually implies like a romantic I love you kind of confession, but that's not what she meant here. But as soon as she said it, I knew how Nagisa would take it. But she clarified. And it was definitely a pretty big shock to everyone. For sure. And yeah, and from their perspective, they do want to help him if they can. Like, he expressed some desire to change his fates, you know, and they want to be able to save him, you know, because he has become their classmate, right? You know, so they were very hesitant to transform, and even more hesitant to use the rainbow special duper super marble screw attack against him, right? They're using a lot of that talk no jutsu to try to get through to him, but you know, he did definitely kind of lacked confidence in his ability to change fate, and that was kind of the biggest problem. But obviously he doesn't want to do what he's doing, especially smacking Honoka around. He definitely does not want to do that, so having to do that was definitely, you could tell, kind of taking a toll on him emotionally. And it ended up with him just voluntarily giving up the stone. And once he did that, I mean, that in itself was a betrayal of his side of things. And the last remaining member of the Evil Five showed up to take him back to answer for that crime. And obviously the big baddie's not gonna be too happy about that, so that may be the last time we ever see him. Quite possibly. So I was hoping he could just give them the stone and then continue to be their classmate, but you know, if you really think about it, the bad guys aren't just going to let that happen, right? And without the stone, he doesn't have, I assume, doesn't have much power, so he can't really defend himself at that point. So, you know, unless they wanted to like bodyguard him constantly, it probably wasn't really an option. But it's still a tragic way to end things off. Definitely got close to tearing up a couple times here in this episode for sure. Yeah, I don't know what more to really say about the episode. Just, the fight was cool because it was like very hand-to-hand combat-ish, and that's where you can really have some nice choreography and stuff. So I did enjoy watching the fight. You know, not including the you know the feelings, emotion aspect of it, just straight up choreography and stuff. It was cool to watch, and I liked the location of it too. So it's a good episode, but you know, not ideal conclusion-wise, but could have been worse for sure. Like, at least we didn't have to be the ones to return into the darkness and all that. Oh yeah, the insert song. The insert song was great. I love that. Like, that, you can really tell it was an important fight once that started to play. It was a great song. I would love to hear it by itself at some point. Although I don't know the name of the song. But it was really good, really catchy. Fly, 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 and all that. Yes, yes, yes. It's almost like it was written by Shiho was her name, the girl that says things 3 times. But yeah, that was the episode. We have some, like, most of the stones now, so getting pretty close to getting all that resolved, right? I mean, they even kind of reminded us of like what happens when you get all 7 and stuff. So that's got to be pretty close because we're about roughly halfway through the show. So we might do that thing we kind of did with Mahotsukai Precure, where we resolve the antagonist in the first half, and then we get a new one for the second half. We'll probably do that, probably. So yeah, we'll see how things go. So thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.